Best way to explain it, this is not scripted. That sounds like a fire intro, I'm not gonna lie. Basically, to explain it, this is not scripted. I hope nobody nowhere has ever said that yet. I hope to God no one said that yet. At the time, I lived in like a very low income townhome, right? Not whatever area it was, it had a lot of Mexicans in it, and bro, we used to get bullied over there a lot, like really bad. In middle school, yeah, I have so many stories of me getting fucked around in middle school. It's not even funny, but we had this one black kid on our block before White Justin, right? Who was getting bullied by this one kid every time, like in the morning, after school. And this nigga was big. Like, this nigga was like really fucking big. Like, he was bigger than Melvin at the time. And he would just pick on this nigga like every day, bro. Like, every time. And the nigga would just like play it off. Like, I remember one time he actually got picked up by his arm. And I don't know how he did it. It was like, you ever seen a nigga put on his backpack, like swing it around like that? But imagine like one of the things he's just grabbed is like his hand, so he put him over on his back and then like swung him on a bush with one hand. He was that fucking strong at the time. So this kid wasn't this grown ass man, I would say, was not to be fucked with at all, right? So everybody was basically scared of him besides the Mexicans, because it was like you didn't know what the fuck he could do. Like at that time, because he was like mad fucking strong for no reason. But we all knew it was the one kid who always getting fucked with. I mean, there was one time, I think we had we had a pear tree in our neighborhood, and I remember one time he got pears thrown at his fucking window one time, like the whole tree, and they had it was full of backpacks. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a part of that bunch. I'm not gonna lie, I think I was one of the niggas that snapped his window open. And I think the next day we thought we were gonna get in trouble because his parents came out with like a bamboo stick. I don't know what the fuck that was gonna do, but nigga had a bamboo stick to whoop our asses apparently. But one of these days, I think we were actually on the bus stop. Great morning, and it was just one of those days where it's actually really scary to tell. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I should be telling this story. It's actually weird. I don't know, like, he was kind of our friend, but he wasn't our friend at the same time, because we just feel like as black kings, we would never let a Mexican whoop our asses like how he was getting his ass whooped. So we couldn't really claim him as our friend, just how he was getting like
I beg your pardon.
Like bad. So we were waiting on everybody. We're like, damn, what's his name? Like, why is he not on the bus stop? Type shit. But we just thought it was just because of anything. So we see he was probably getting fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I hope not, cause he would always come out with this one Mexican dude limping. I mean, he really was probably really getting his ass tore up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So one day we were on the bus stop, and the dude, and the Mexican, and one of our friends just happened to come out this corner. Because it was like a corner, it was like a street, like there was like a walkway, like when you come out your house and shit. So it's a street, and then that's where the road was. But there was a bus stop, right? Kind of like a stop sign, basically. And it was on the road. And we're sitting there, and we see them come out the corner, and we see this nigga. We see him with his arm, right? Arm and everything. And the next guy had his arm grabbed upon the black dude coming from out the corner. Now, I could have assumed every and anything that could have happened to this nigga. So I'm just looking, I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. And of course, because I also had the rejects group on that sidewalk also. That's what my squad was called. And nigga happens to come straight to me, right? Because I was leader or whatever. Comes to me, and the niggas just start hysterically laughing, right? And this did not look good at all. He comes to me laughing while this next guy has his arm grabbed. And it was crazy. He never asked for help ever. Like, what? I mean, what are you supposed to do? most of the time. So he would also always laugh it off. I think he was really just getting bitched on after time. But he came straight to me, and dude was like, "Here, look," and it was a handful of razor blades. Real shit, like handful. And I'm looking at them, and didn't really know what to think. I'm just looking at them like, okay, this is a handful of razor blades at broad daylight, finna go on the school bus. I was just fucking confused why he was showing it to me. Like, I don't know what he wanted me to do with the razor blades. I'm kind of just looking at them, just razor blades. No, it's not. Next thing you know, right? He takes one. Yo, just look. Cause I feel like it would be bad if I said it, cause it's gonna fuck me in the future. Really, huh? This is what we're doing in broad daylight before we go to school, huh? And the other Mexican dude's just like taking turns on him. Oh, I swear to God. And he's just taking turns on him. I'm just like, okay, why me though? Like, why? Did it have to be me? Like, do I have to see this? Is like, what am I this is education time, and I feel traumatized at this point. So me and Melvin just looking, we're just like, this is just a whole different level of bullying at this point. So we get on the bus, and I just happen to be involved. Not involved in that way at all. No, no, not at all. But because of like the nigga who he was, I was scared of the nigga. He was big as fuck. He was like, sit right here, pendejo. I was like, okay. Sat there, and I basically just had a whole circus view. So I had to kind of play the part. So I'm like, I'm right at the front. And the bus driver's like right there, because these niggas always sit at the front. So I'm just like in my seat. And I'm like, so like, how does this work? Like, I mean, like, does it hurt any type of way? It doesn't hurt at all. Does it feel good? I mean, I'm interested in the biology in this one, guys. And there's like, no, it doesn't hurt. Look. And they just kept doing it. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what group this is right now. So I'm just finally got off the bus. I'm like, these niggas are crazy. This is not my group at all. I should not be here right now. Get off the bus, and at that point, I didn't want to snitch, because it was like, what the fuck was the point of snitching? Because technically, he did have a weapon on school grounds. Because we just now got off the bus, like I said. So he just kept it the entire time. Because of niggas like this is exactly what we have metal detectors. Because of bullshit like this. Because anything could have happened. One of the niggas could have get mad at each other. He was like, no, I'm sick of you bullying me.
Like, he's serious? No one noticed, like,
anything? Actually, no. Actually, I think he actually did get in trouble.
Because I know he had to be, like, bleeding or something.
They had hoodies on. Funniest thing, right? Next day, I think the best way, I think I knew them because he was friends with two other Mexicans I was friends with. So, next day, right? I think it was Thursday, Friday, whatever. Niggas get excited on Thursdays, of course. Bus stop again, right? And I so happened to find the razor blade right by the bus stop, right? Because I guess they were just on the ground. And I'm like, I can't believe these niggas really did this, right? I pick it up, and I was like, I can't believe these niggas really did this. I had my hand open like this, right? And I basically grabbed with my other hand, right? And I went like this. I can't believe these niggas really did this. And I didn't feel anything at the time, because I was like, I don't feel anything. And I opened my hand up again. I'm like, something really stink. And it was like gushing the fuck out. It was bad, bro. Because I thought I was just imitating the act, but it was like bad, like gushing from like all the way down, and it would not stop. So I'm like, oh my God, I think I should go home, but I don't get my ass whooped about my mom at that time because I know she was gonna call me fucking stupid. I mean, it was dumb to be playing razor blades. Like, who the fuck idea was that, right? So I was like, it's get an ass whooped or go home. But it was like there's no either or because I still got my ass whooped after the fact, right? So I got on the bus and I'm like, I don't know what happened, bus driver. Like, I don't know what's, and she was like, ah, like she wasn't screaming, but she was like, what the? She looking at my hand, it's gushed out with blood. She grabbed these little Kleenexes and tape, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna work. I don't know how this is not gonna work. Basically ended up cutting myself on accident with the razor blade, trying to be fucking stupid. And I got on the bus, and dude just happened to somebody like right next to me, like right next to me. And he sits next to me. He's like, "That shit don't hurt, does it, huh?" I just wish I never got myself involved with these niggas. I don't know why I thought this was okay. Basically, I did end up telling the principal, like, yeah, you have like two dumbasses on the school premises playing razor blades right now. You want to know what happened after them? These niggas did a drive-by with me with the same pairs they whooped the other niggas' ass with. When I said, like, you want to snitch, huh? I ran around my house. Pairs were thrown right at the door. Do. It was bad. So, them niggas was like rocks. Some shit just felt like concrete, really.
It's weird because I had a friend.
So, I thought that was interesting.